Forest at Night, Swan Lake. For this chapter, you will be needing the Mesmerizing Winter, which you can get the blueprint by getting a perfect score in chapter 9 of Swan Lake. And you also need to have a Goodwill level 4 with Oddwin. Phew, it's done! Honor was right. Mixing these two herbs creates lethal poison. I glanced at the corroded cloth that's been tossed aside and shiver. Honor visited the palace yesterday, and I had a long chat with him. He told me stories of his adventures, many interesting trivia. I learned about 2 ordinary flowers with medicinal properties. Surprisingly, grinding them together will create a lethal poison. It's a good thing the physicians had these flowers, so I didn't have to go looking for them. Things would go more smoothly now that I have this dagger coated in poison. I glanced at Aliotis, who was currently sleeping. I made him drink some juice an hour ago. I added something in the juice to keep him asleep until morning. Meanwhile, I also requested Miss Rosalind take care of Father. Right now, I am the only one who is free to move around in the palace. Sorry, Aliotis. I've decided to do this by myself. As heir to the throne, I have a duty to protect my kingdom. I coated the windowsills in a green fluorescent window powder. Before long, I hear 2 sharp caws from the window. The crow is back. Even the evil sorcerer's pet is as loathsome as he is. I ignore the crow and begin to flip through a book at the table. The crow quickly flies away, perhaps because nothing is happening. I inspect the windowsill. Once the crow leaves, most of the powder is gone. Outside, I see specks of green glowing under the night sky. My idea worked. There are traces of powder on the ground. I'll be discovered if I tail the crow, but I can't just follow the glowing trail. I should get going before it's too late. Okay, I need warm and gentle clothes. I'm gonna see. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't wear this. Yeah. Okay. What can I wear? Huh. Strange. And you can get, yeah, I already said you can get the blueprint from chapter 9 of Swan Lake. You can get the earrings from the blueprint from the Pavern's shop. And you get this by the gloves by encountering Miss Rosalind during Swan Lake. You can get the Winter Ruby, which you don't need for this chapter. It would be nice if you haven't gotten a perfect score yet. And the lights, which you can get from Oddwin's Goodwill level 5. You get, yeah. Okay. I am truly sneaking out of the palace this time. Without Miss Rosalind covering me for me, I have to be more careful than ever. Fortunately, I requested the chief minister to issue a decree. No one is allowed outside once night falls due to the current situation. It is quiet in the garden. There is not a single person in sight. Hey. Ah! Apologies, did I startle you? It's fine. I just didn't expect to see anyone at this time of night. His Majesty has indeed issued an order, but I still need to be on duty as a castle guard. That is true. It must be tough. No, it's nothing. The kingdom is in danger, and there's no room for cowardice. I may be just a castle knight, but I'll do my part for the kingdom. He speaks with determination and resolve. I am the princess and future queen. I must persevere. I am sure His Majesty would be glad to hear that. Is that so? I'm just doing my job. What are you doing here in the middle of the night, miss? I do have a very important errand to run. I have to leave the palace. I see then. I'll let you out this time. Be careful. I will, thank you. After the brief conversation with the castle guard, I quicken my pace and follow the trail of fluorescent powder deep into the forest. Strange, it's getting colder and colder. I hunch my shoulders. My legs tremble as I shiver uncontrollably. Be brave, Sunny. You're going to save the kingdom. Be brave. You're going to become a queen worthy of respect. I kept muttering to myself in an attempt to quell my fear. At the night, the forest seems completely different. I hear strange noises. Perhaps there are creatures lurking about. Ah! I turn back and a pair of bright green eyes stare straight back at me. Good heavens! I bolt without a second glance. As I run, I hear strange grunts and howls behind me. I don't know if there are monsters chasing me, but I do not dare look. I can't tell how long I ran, but by the time I'm tired to go on, all is silent. Where am I? I hear a bell in the distance. It is probably midnight. Oh no, the crow's track stopped there. I try my best to calm myself down and take a look around me. I find myself at a fork in the path. Which way should I go? Right? Should I go left or right? Why do I always pick the wrong path when I reach a fork? I'm always losing my way, Sunny. How about we always choose the same side? One of them should be correct. But which side is it? Why don't you help me choose? You're my dearest Sunny and my lucky angel. Tell me, should it be left or right? He flops his fingers and points them towards the right. I head in the direction the snow I picked back. The path gradually gets wider. I arrive at a hidden clearing. Behind walls of vines, I see a tall tower. The inside of the tower is not much brighter than that forest. The dim, eerie interior is stifling. I tiptoe, careful not to make a sound. I reach the top of the castle and see a person lying still on the bed. Holding my breath, I inch a bit closer. It is the sorcerer. His face is pale and his body is covered in black feathers. His breathing is weak, almost unnoticeable. Although a hood covers half of his face, the other half is visible. He and Aliotis are almost identical, but the sorcerer is a little more gaunt. I thought he used sorcery to disguise himself as Aliotis, but in reality they are actually very similar in appearance. Are you done staring, my lovely bride-to-be? Ah! The sorcerer suddenly opens his eyes and looks at me, a half smile on his face. When did he wake up, or was he awake all along? You look even more surprised than I am. You knew I was coming? Of course not. We are not yet so close that we can read each other's minds, but perhaps we can get to know each other well enough to do that after our wedding. But I'm surprised that you're so eager to see me. That's not true at all, unfortunately. Is that so? That means you're here to kill me, isn't that right? You're so naive, it's adorable. Don't you get so full of yourself. I know you're unable to move right now, so your fate is in my hands. The sorcerer cackles loudly. His unflinching attitude is unsettling. My dear bride-to-be, you and that worthless Aliotis are both no match for me. I make the rules. If you want to save that fool, you'll have to marry me. Of course, you could try to kill me now, but if you kill me, the curse will never be lifted. Why are you doing this, Odwin? We never did anything to you. Never did anything, you say? If that's the case, ants like you must meant to be crushed. I'll make everyone bow before me. I am the one who deserves to be happy. How despicable. You can't buy happiness with power. You can. You'll make the world your enemy. With my power, I have nothing to fear. Enemy, eh? You're standing right before me, yet nothing is done. Isn't this a perfect chance to kill me? Go on, kill me, and you'll be free. Odin cackles manically. Again, I reach into my clothing and grip the poisoned dagger. Okay, that is it for chapter 10. If you guys enjoyed this, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so that you're notified when the next read along will be, and like this video because I need validation. Bye!